Hey, welcome back to a trucking journey. It is Sunday night. Just got done with my pre-trip, letting the truck warm up before I take off down to Unilever to pick up my loaded trailer headed to Costco in West Palm Beach for a more delivery tomorrow morning. Should be pretty easy. Nice nighttime drive down to South Florida. Shouldn't be any traffic. Again, I'll get off and head towards the back roads to finish the rest of the journey once I get down there. I have a load. Actually, it's kind of funny. They posted, I think, 4 different loads going from Unilever in Jacksonville down to the same place in Hialeah, which is down in Miami basically. And so I bid on all of them, like you should do, and bid at different amounts for each one just to see, you know, to test them and see what the rate was going to be. They posted them like a while ago, even though they're for this coming week, Wednesday. Pick up Wednesday, deliver Thursday. Wednesday night, Thursday morning, I think. But the one I got approved. I won the bid a couple of days ago. It was a load that weighs 35,000 pounds, and I got it for $980. So there was another one that was only 11,000 pounds that I had bid like, I think $1,050, and they weren't biting on it. So I knew I needed to kind of lower my bid a little bit to get them to bite. So I lowered it to $990, which is $10 more than what I agreed to haul the 35,000 pound load for. And it only weighs 11,000 pounds. And sure enough, they bid. They said, you won the bid. So I went ahead and I canceled the other one because it's so far out, it's Wednesday night, that it won't affect my carrier scorecard by canceling that load. And went ahead and put myself on this other one. I mean, $10 more and 25,000 pounds lighter. You'd be stupid not to do it. Think of all the money and fuel you're going to save by being so much lighter. So, and yet for $10 more. So, canceled the other one and got myself booked on this one. And they're all leaving, you know, pretty much the same amount of time. One of them, I think, delivers at 8:30. One delivers at 9:30. One delivers at 10:30. I forget what time mine delivers and what, but all that doesn't matter. What matters is how much does it pay and how much does the load weigh. So I got a better deal by holding out, you know, because you don't want to, when you win a bid and it's that far out, you don't want to go in and cancel all your other bids that you have for that time period, because you could get something better. Now, if you're within like 48 hours, you don't want to be canceling that load because you're booked on it. It'll hurt your carrier scorecard. But if it's more than 48 hours away, it doesn't hurt you one bit if you cancel it. So, something to keep in mind. Just because you have something booked doesn't mean you stop looking or stop bidding on loads, because loads get canceled all the time. Shipper cancels them, broker cancels them, you never know. So don't ever count your chickens before they hatch, so to speak. But all right, we're about warmed up now, so I'm gonna head on over to Unilever, and I'll probably film once I get to Costco in the morning. There really won't be anything to film during the night, so I'll catch up with you then. Well, I am at Unilever, and my trailer is not safe to be driven on the public roads. So, this is why you always do a pre-trip. Contacted Convoy they transferred me to Ryder, who does all of their service calls for their trailers, I guess. When I hooked up to my trailer and went back and checked the tires, it's missing a mud flap, and the mud flap bracket was pushed all the way into the tire to where it was rubbing on the tire. I tried prying on it to get it back out. Here, I'll just go ahead and show you. As you can see, I got it to where it's not touching the tire anymore, but it's darn close to where you really don't want to take it out on the road and get up to speed and have it dig into the tire and have your tire explode on you. So according to Ryder, Goodyear Tire and Rubber they're sending out a service tech, and his ETA is 90 minutes. So if he gets here within 90 minutes and takes care of this situation, I should still be on time for my delivery in West Palm Beach. But we shall see. So while I was checking out the other tires, the two tires in front of that axle, I don't know if you can see that or not, but let's see, it looks worse here on this side. There's so many bald spots and misshapen parts of the tire, it's like the tires aren't even round anymore. So I told him to go ahead and bring me 2 new tires too, because I'm not riding on this thing all night. I mean, you could probably get away with it, but that's pretty much a blowout waiting to happen. Also, it's going to cause a rough ride going down the road. Your trailer is going to be like bouncing, and in turn causing your truck to bounce. So since they're coming out here to fix the mud flap bracket, they can go ahead and put 2 new tires on there, because I'm not dealing with that bouncy ride all night. The other side, the mud flap is there and the bracket is bent, but it's not nearly as bad as the other side. But you can see it's bent too. Guys just don't care about these trailers because they don't own them. And when you're driving somebody else's equipment, some people tend to not take good care of it. And then they pass issues like this along to the next guy who has to deal with it. So, this is the first issue I've had with a convoy trailer. So, we'll see how it works out, but hopefully the road service guy can get here within 90 minutes like it says, and he doesn't mess around and can get those tires replaced and the mud flap bracket fixed. And I can still get to my delivery on time tomorrow in West Palm Beach. But I just wanted to give you all an update, let you know what's happening. Sometimes this is what happens in trucking. I can't wait till I can afford to get my own trailer, so I know it's taken care of and issues like this are not passed along to the next driver. But we'll see. I'll check in with y'all later, let you know how it went, how long I had to wait, and if I'm going to be on time for my delivery. Talk to you later.
All right, 10 minutes. 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 10
Good morning. Well, I just made it to Costco in West Palm Beach. My appointment's at 11. Convoy says 10:30. I got here about 9:50. So I still beat Convoy's time, even with 2.5 hours from the time I called to report the mud flap bracket up against the tire to when I left Unilever. So luckily I still made it here on time for my delivery. Just popped the seal. I'm delivering a load of Dove body wash, and got my little Costco beeper. As soon as this goes off, I'll get to a door. When I stopped at a rest area to use the restroom this morning after the sun came up, and did a little walk around like you're supposed to, because I'm a professional and that's what professional drivers do. Notice one of the other trailer tires has a nail sticking out of the sidewall. Now, yes, it could have blown up at any minute, but I guarantee that nail's been there all night long. There's no audible leaking of air coming out of it, so if I would have called road service to come fix that one, I definitely would have been late for this delivery. So I rode with it all night, not knowing it's there. Now that I know it's there, it doesn't make any difference. Once I get done with my delivery, when I park at the truck stop for my 10-hour break, I'll get it fixed then. I didn't take my usual route. Once I got to South Florida, I found a shorter route that still takes me through the countryside and saves me all the headache of I-95. It's a little bit shorter, so the road is not as nice. There's a lot of potholes. It's heavily used by trucks, so it's all torn up. And it's a really, really skinny road. I don't know that I would take that road at night, because if there's a truck coming in the opposite direction, you're just asking to bang your mirrors together. It's that tight. But if it's daylight and I'm pressed for time, I'll take that road. If not, I'll go the way I usually come, which is nice and relaxing. Solid road, 60, 65 miles an hour the whole way. Right now I've got like 5 hours left on my clock, so Costco is usually pretty quick. So they should get me out of here in plenty of time to make it back up to the truck stops to take my 10-hour break. If it was somewhere else, I might be a little bit worried, but because it's Costco and they're fast, 5 hours should be plenty of time. Let's see, what else is there? I think that's about it for now. I'll check in with y'all later, let you know how it went. Well, they gave me a doctor at 10:30 for my 11 o'clock appointment time, and now I've got a panhandler that won't leave me alone. He will not get away from my truck. Go on now, get out of here. I don't have anything for you. Go get a job. South Florida problems. All right, how's everybody doing? Always with a phone call as soon as I start filming. What the hell? Well, I left Costco at like 11:55. So I had an 11 o'clock appointment, so that's not bad at all. Got out of there in enough time to get all the way back up to Vero Beach. I still had plenty of time. I probably could have made it to Cocoa Beach, but I'm not pressed for time to get back to Jacksonville at a certain time. So I stopped in Vero Beach. Let me turn down that air conditioner so y'all can hear me. But stopped in Vero Beach, and this is where I'll take my 10 hours. And then I'll get up around midnight and head back to Jacksonville to drop off this empty trailer. If I don't have to replace any more tires on this trailer. But that's about it. I'm gonna get me something to eat and relax. I'll talk to you later. Welcome back. It's about 5:15 in the morning, and I just parked my truck in the lot back in Jacksonville. I dropped off the empty trailer, finally got rid of that nightmare trailer, and then went down to the Pilot and filled up my fuel tank for my next trip down to Hialeah. While I'm on the subject of fueling your truck, Pilot, they have an app, and you have your fuel card set up in the app. You go on the app, you hit fuel, punch in your truck number, all that good stuff, and then it gives you a code to enter in the pump. So I get to the pump and I go to enter my code in the pump, and it will only let me enter the first 2 digits, and then the whole screen flashes and it resets. So I go inside, let them know what's going on, and they're like, yeah, that pump's messing up. I'm like, so you don't put a fucking sign on it letting guys know that the pump's not working? I gotta waste my time trying to enter the code and then walk all the way into the store to realize, and you know about the problem? Come on, Pilot. Horrible customer service. And while we're on the subject of fueling, when you get done fueling and you pull up to the line and park and you want to go into the store, okay, that's fine. It's expected. You go in, be as quick as possible. Don't dilly-dally. So I'm behind Averett Express driver. He pulls up, gets out, goes inside. I fuel my truck. I get done fueling my truck. I'm sitting there for a good 10 minutes more. There's another guy behind me waiting. And he comes out, he didn't even go in the store, he was just over there smoking. Don't hold up everybody because you want to have a smoke break. You can park on the side of the road and smoke a cigarette if you're not allowed to smoke inside your truck. You know, figure it out, do something, but don't hold the fuel line up because you want to have a damn smoke break. And then when he gets back in his truck, he's sitting there forever. Like another couple of minutes goes by and he hasn't moved yet. So I hit the old air horn, and finally that got him in gear and he got the hell out of my way. Oh, and then when he was walking back to his truck, he could not have been walking any slower. I just don't understand people who just have no consideration for other people. If I know I'm holding someone up, I'm going to be running back to my truck. I'm not just going to be fucking moseying on down the parking lot and smoking and then sit there in my truck for a couple of minutes after I get in my truck. I mean, it's just, what kind of idiot does that? Well, being that today's Tuesday, which is the worst day to book loads, I don't know if I'll get anything. And I've been running pretty hard, so I might just take a day off because I have another long Miami load Wednesday night. But I'll check the load board, see what pops up. If something pops up that I want to do that pays well, then I'll probably do it. But I'm not going to be stressed out if I don't book a load today. Well, that's enough of my ranting. I'm going to get me something to eat and get on home and upload this video. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, please.